Olá, pessoal! Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite. Bem-vindos a mais um episódio do Inglês no Cru Rádio. E eu tô aqui para dar meu recado diário. Meu recado diário é você que ainda não se convenceu a ir lá no Cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly, colocar o nosso código, o nosso referral code Inglês no Cru Podcast para ganhar uma aula de graça. Aqui estou eu de novo. Cá estou eu de novo. Sim. Gente, é o seguinte... Falar com nativo de inglês é uma das coisas mais importantes para você melhorar com seu inglês. Não adianta nada se você não abrir a boca e falar. Experiência própria. Eu, por exemplo, preciso me organizar e começar a treinar para uma conferência, um business meeting que a gente vai ter daqui a pouquinho. E eu já estou nervosa. O que eu vou fazer? Eu vou lá no Cambly, vou entrar lá e vou conversar com uma pessoa sobre business. Então, o quê?
Você vai mesmo?
Vou.
Não, eu fiquei muito feliz.
Sim, porque...
Oi, gente. Desculpa. Aparecer aqui no anúncio. Go to Cambly, Inglês no Cru Podcast. Desculpa.
Porque é a melhor forma de você treinar o seu inglês. Então, Inglês no Cru Podcast é o código que você quer colocar lá no menuzinho do Cambly, tá bom? Agora, Foster, go ahead and give a shout out. Shout out? Yeah.
What's a shout out?
Now on with the show.
Oh, a shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out.
You can learn things like that on Cambly as well. Let's get on with the show. Sorry, Cambly. Hello, hey, sweet people. It's Foster from Inglês no Cru Rádio. I am here with...
Alexia Souza, also from Inglês no Cru Rádio.
Yes, we are on the same team. So today we have a really good question from one of our students in Sound School. So something we do in Sound School, we have these Ask Me Anything sessions where it's exactly what it sounds like. You can ask us anything. And because we currently do not have available spaces in Sound School, we thought we should share a little bit of the love. And
Yes.
answer some questions live on the show.
And it's always good to share knowledge.
Yes, knowledge is
The key.
the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
So is money. So we have a wonderful question today from Talita. So Talita asked, how to get fluent with a limited budget. Recommend tools if it's possible. I know your sponsor Cambly, but even the classes there can be expensive for some people.
Okay, before we answer her question, is there or are there any mistakes that you should correct?
I would not necessarily say mistakes. I think it is much more common to say on a limited budget.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if you want to say, I'm going on vacation, but I'm on a budget.
Okay, on a budget.
Yeah. Or on a limited budget. Same thing. Means you don't have that much money to spend.
And I'm going out, but I'm on limited budget, right?
Yeah, you could say a limited budget or just on a budget.
On a budget.
Yeah, that
Okay.
means you're trying to save money. But apart from that, the grammar is great. This is an excellent question. So I think the first thing we need to talk about is our sponsor, Cambly. So in general, Cambly is very, very affordable, especially compared to traditional language schools or private classes or something like that. With that said, I totally understand that a lot of people still cannot afford that.
Yeah, which is normal, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Times are tough. You have to save money. You can't be spending money on English classes online all the time. I totally understand that. I would recommend with Cambly, they have a lot of different plans and you could do the absolute minimum. So let's imagine one 15-minute class per week.
Yes, at least you are talking 15 minutes and you are like practicing what you studied by yourself during that week.
Yeah. So 15 minutes per week. I don't know exactly how much this would cost on Cambly. I imagine not much, but just having that routine. First, you get 15 minutes with the native speaker. That's awesome. But it also just keeps your motivation going because you are going to think about, okay, I have a class today. Maybe I need to study. And then after your class, you're going to think about how was the class. They record the classes on Cambly, so you're going to review. It just gives you a lot more motivation.
Yeah. But we do have other options, right?
Mm-hmm.
And was my other okay?
It was okay. Okay, let's just keep doing this until it... So, Alexia, my beloved girlfriend, is having a lot of difficulties with the schwa sound, o som do schwa.
This is like playing Mario, like video game. Each phase is a new sound, and the sound that I didn't have any problem with, for no reason at all, it appears to me as a new problem. And I hate that.
Yeah.
And I used to love playing Mario. So.
It's a work in progress. I was speaking with one of our students the other day, and Hoochie, no?
Hoochie.
Hey,
Hello,
Hoochie.
Hoochie.
And she said, I always hear you correcting everything that Alexia says on the podcast. I can't imagine what you would say speaking to me. And I was like, don't worry. I talk to Alexia literally every day, and naturally I am much more difficult with you because...
With you say me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I talk to you every day. I know your mistakes better than anyone, and I love you, and I want you to improve.
I love you too.
Okay, thanks. I'm glad that ended well. So a couple of other options for learning language on a budget. First, you have the very common option of a traditional language exchange.
Yeah.
So if you live in a city with a lot of international people, you can do this in person.
Yeah.
So using things like meetup.com or just searching for people on the internet that want to improve their Portuguese. And then you speak, I don't know, let's say you meet in a coffee shop. You speak for 30 minutes in Portuguese and then 30 minutes in English.
Mm-hmm.
When I was learning Spanish, that was the key for me, was just doing traditional language exchanges like that. And
you do have like the language partner that you can go on websites on the internet. I think Tandem?
Yeah, they have Tandem. italki has a version of this. You have HelloTalk. You have something called, there are a lot of sites. We will put them in the show notes.
All my Portuguese students, all of them, they have language partners. And they always talk about like, Alexia, this guy was saying like an expression from like São Paulo, which is amazing. And like Rio de Janeiro doesn't have that. And it was so cool for them like to discover new things.
Nice. Yeah, so this is just the exact same thing, a language exchange, but online. So just two things about this. First, there are a ton of English speakers that are trying to learn Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah.
So you can exchange your Portuguese and they will be more than happy to speak with you in English.
For sure.
With that said, most language exchanges can be a little bit complicated because maybe you have different levels, or maybe your partner just wants to speak all of the time in Portuguese and you don't have the chance to practice your English.
It's just like going on Tinder and giving a match, maybe. Like swipe right and then maybe you have a match and it's good for you. Maybe not, but you never know.
That is exactly my point. If you want to do free language exchanges online, you are probably going to have to do at least like 5 or 6 to really find a partner that you just have a good connection with, you have similar levels, and when you find that person, then you're good to go.
But the best way of doing it is the way that we found Camila, our new friend here from Porto. Hello, Camila.
Hey, Camila. I don't know if she's listening.
I think so.
So this is a relatively new idea for me, even though if you really think about it, it's like the oldest idea in the world. But a traditional language exchange, you are exchanging languages, right? But we met a very nice girl named Camila here in Porto, and she is a yoga teacher. And she works in the same co-working as us.
She's Brazilian.
She's Brazilian from
Rio,
Carioca. And when she recognized, oh, I'm an English teacher, she said, I'm interested in English classes. And then I recognized, oh, she's a yoga teacher. I'm interested in yoga classes. So I said, hey, Camila, what do you think about this? I teach you English. You teach me yoga. We can do yoga classes in English. I don't care. Just teach me yoga and I will do whatever you want. And it's amazing.
Yeah. So if you can find someone that can help you out with that, like exchanging experiences and what are you good at and what he's good at, life is perfect.
Yes. So the moral of the story, a lot of people want to learn things in the world, right? So let's imagine that you are a graphic designer and you know someone that speaks much better English than you. It could be a Brazilian. It could be a native speaker. You could say, hey, I can teach you graphic design if you help me with English. So just exchanging skills. So think about what you are good at and offer that as a service in exchange for English.
With that said, I hope you guys can find a partner, an experience exchange, and I hope that Thalita is very happy with our answer.
I hope so. And be patient. It does take a little bit of time and a little bit of work at first, but you can absolutely learn language on a really limited budget nowadays.
Yes.
Cool?
Cool.
Cool. Thanks for the question. Keep up the good fight and lose well. We are not saying that enough nowadays.
We have to.
Say it.
Keep up the good fight and lose well.
Okay. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Hey guys. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. You guys are the sweetest. So now it's time for some news and reviews. So we have a review from Caetano from Brazil. I can only assume that this is Caetano Veloso. So Caetano says, the best English podcast! Exclamation point. Yay! OMG. That's awesome. It's an amazing podcast to improve our English skills. I really appreciate the way Foster and Alexia talk with us during the episodes. It's easy to understand and very useful, besides being quite funny too. I'm in love about Inglês no Cru podcast! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Thank you, Caetano. Just one quick grammar point. I'm in love with Inglês no Cru podcast, but we are in love with you. If you want to leave a review for the show, it really helps other people find the show, and we will probably read it here in crazy voices at the end of the show. Thanks, Caetano. Thanks, sweet people. We will see y'all soon.